Oh, that sound you hear in the background is the fan I've got blowing on me. I just did my 3 miles. Didn't run, a brisk walk. Didn't time it, but it was just nice to get out in the sun. The train came through. I had to stop at the train crossing, and I'm looking down the track, and coming this way is it's like a bulldozer with a glass enclosed cab sitting on a railroad car, and there's these two guys in it in in construction helmets and in fluorescent vests, and they're just kind of hanging out, watching the scenery go by. It looks like they're just shooting the shit. And they came by, and I waved, and they're like, "Yeah, hey." People should wave more. You know, we should live in a society where you could just wave at a stranger. Hey, how you doing? You know, you look good. Do you need help with that? Can I help you carry something? Are you far from home? I want to talk about language. Um, When I was growing up, I remember in the 11th grade in AP English class at Pacific High School, Mrs. Hempstead was having us read Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. And my question to her was, if Lewis Carroll can just make up all this stuff, this gibberish and nonsense, why can't I? And she thought for a moment and said, you know, it's because you need to learn the rules before you can break the rules. And maybe I didn't completely understand her at the time, but I think I have come to. As I grew up, as I became an English major and went to college in UCLA and studied English, I learned all the rules. And then I learned the many exceptions to the rules that there are in English and realized how freaking difficult English must be to learn as a second language because there are so many exceptions to its many rules. Maybe not as complex as Latin, but definitely hard. And my dad's side of the family would say ain't or use a double negative, and I would kind of flinch. As I got older, and years after I had read everything that Shakespeare ever wrote, I came to the knowledge that he had made up like 1,700 words that he just made up by splicing this syllable onto this syllable, by using adjectives as nouns and adverbs as pronouns, and just mixing the whole thing up. And yet, even though it's nonsense, um, the way he uses the words in a sentence, you understand exactly what he means. And I realized I've been way too rigid and unflexible in the way I think about English. I mean, English steals words from other languages all the time, but we also grow, we develop and just add words that we make up. If Shakespeare can just make up 1,700 words, faux shizzle, I took it as carte blanche to just make up anything I wanted to. I feel like I need to relax and realize that language is organic. It's a flexible, growing thing. That's pretty much it.